earGROUND Radio. New voices amplified.
Sipping on bub, puff on the blood, then I get blood. Fell on my knees and spoke to the Lord to send me something straight from above. Something just like a drug to fix me up. Someone to fill the void inside my heart when I feel I ain't enough. How could it be? Look in the mirror, see the reflection of the self. So hard to believe all of the things I've been.
earGROUND Radio plays the music first. earGROUND.
Joining right now. Oh, hey, there you are. Hi.
Hi. How are you, Joy?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm nervous.
You nervous? You feeling it now?
Yes, I'm feeling it. Yeah, I didn't know that it would feel like this, honestly. And then up until I was like, no, man, 5 days to go, 4 days to go. I started doing the countdown, and then I was like, oh my word.
Like 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes to go.
It feels so good to be true, too good to be true, because I've just been getting a lot of questions from people around me about how I was able to make this possible, how I was able to get you here. So it's great, and I'm very grateful that you were able to set aside some time to come and maybe have a chat with people that are expecting so much from the song. Maybe you can start by telling us how this came to life.
I thought you were about to do that, funny enough.
If I do that, people are going to think that I'm biased and they think that I'm lying because I'm the one that invited you. So maybe if you can just give us the context.
Yeah. For me, I think our initial convos. Can you hear me? Still got me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. I think for me, our initial interactions and convos were initially just obviously you just being someone who supports a lot of my music and you showing me a lot of love and a lot of support. I remember you did like a cover of Umtono Muntu and you sent me that video, and that was like pretty epic, you know what I mean? So I think the conversation then stemmed from there, where you then indicated that you also make music and you would like to just entertain the option of working on a song at some point. But I think that was like such a far away dream at that stage. And we were like, yeah, let's see how things play out. And I guess when the time is right, we can sort of look into that. And I mean, fast forward to late last year, where you started to sound like you were actually like really making some traction with regards to putting together your own music, and you had a specific song that you felt like, yo, I can actually hear you on this song and would love to just get your input on it. And you sent me the song. And for me now, when I heard the song initially, like it resonated with me because I'm like a huge R&B fan. Like R&B is actually my first love. I think if I had the voice, I'd actually be like full of
I think you have the voice. You used to do those karaoke Wednesday sessions. Why don't you do those anymore?
People hated it. I quit.
But it's fun. It's really fun. It's really fun. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. So I realized that, you know what, maybe I feel like people enjoy that I do. And so I kept it to the music. And when I heard that song, it took me back to like the 90s R&B from like the 90s, where you had like the R&B song, and then in that last verse you had like a rapper coming in to like
Yeah.
just wrap it up and give you the whole message and just take it home nicely. So immediately I knew that I need to, you know what I mean? I need to just give that distinct feeling and add that touch to it. I need to grab a charger. I think my battery is like threatening to like disappoint us. So let me just sort that out quickly.
Alrighty. And while you do that, maybe I can also attest to like us collaborating and everything. Yeah, I remember doing a cover. Like I've always been a fan of music and a lover of music, but I think one thing that drew me away from music for some time, from producing my own stuff, is that I was born and raised in Zimbabwe, and then I had to move to the US for school. And while you're in a different country, it becomes very difficult to navigate such spaces and get studio equipment. And even if you do, it's very, very expensive. So everything is different. And also you're trying to survive in a different country. You're also trying to maintain good grades. So while I was taking that break, I was also observing like people in the industry that are such an inspiration to me. And I know I say this again all the time. And then I came across your album, and it's one of my favorite albums. Like all the songs in Thank the King, they definitely do mean something. I think KiD X is, okay.
Sorry, someone tried calling me. I had a bit of delay.
All right. Yeah, I was talking about how the songs were such an inspiration. Songs like Mdano Muntu, and then there's a song called like Starlight. Starlight is just phenomenal. Like I just don't even know how you put it together. It was like very, very inspirational to me. And then I told myself that if I'm going to put out like a record that send out a specific message, I would love to have you on there. And so that's when the time came. I reached out, and then I asked you to hop onto New Day, which really means way so much to me, having gone through certain, like, I guess everyone has gone through all these turmoils with like 2020 being very crazy. And I think people are looking forward to having like a new day and something along those lines. Yeah. So I guess another question is, what does the song mean to you? Because I have my own interpretation of it, but like as you were writing that verse that people are going to be hearing in the next 22 minutes, what was going on in your mind? What inspired that?
Yeah, the song obviously speaks about love, right? It's a love song. And for me, I realized that love is the foundation for like, just like human interaction, human existence. So I think a new day for me comes with like a new realization of just what actual love is. Like, for me, I learned that the first place to start with love is with self. When you love yourself, that sets like a what can I call it? It sets like your base, your foundation. And only from the point of actually loving yourself can you then genuinely love anything else outside of you. And for me, that was like the realization that came with, I guess, going through a lot of things, growing up, and realizing that sometimes we search for things to sort of try and complete ourselves. But what's important is to first look inwards and look at what is missing, and to know that whatever you're missing is something that you need to be able to give to yourself, because you cannot look outside of yourself for someone to come in and sort of give you like whatever missing piece you feel like you might find for another person. So only from a place of being whole can you then give someone else love. So that's essentially what a new day means to me, and that's a message that I'm going to be taking with me, obviously going into just 2021 and going forward. Yeah, that's pretty much what I understood from it. But I'm keen to understand where you were sourcing your inspiration from, and just what like a new day meant from your perspective?
So yeah, that was beautiful, by the way. Self-love is key. I think, especially this year, when with all the things that have been happening with COVID, like it's become very important to cater for one's mental health. So I really attest to that, and I'd like to echo those sentiments. For me, New Day was that one song that is part of a story that I'm telling in an album of mine. I have a new album called Metamorphosis, which is going to be released later on this year. And the album itself, like Metamorphosis, is like that gradual change from one state to the next. And I talk of metamorphosis from the perspective of love. And the first song talks about like someone that's in a very heartbroken state, and then the second song explains that essentially it's one story from track 1 up until track 12, but you see the metamorphosis throughout, like, and you see someone changing from a state of disappointment and then gradually loving themselves, and like you were talking about, like self-love and so on and so forth, and then deciding to not let past relationships determine what the other person is going to get in the future, right? And so that's why in the track also there's a part that says, I want to love you like my heart has never been hurt. So that's what a new day means to me, like, you know, like opening the next chapter and not letting the past determine whatever, you know. So
that's important.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, and then I know that people are also curious. I just hinted that I have an album which is coming soon, but people are also curious about what you are working on, apart from this collaboration, of course, if we're going to be having some stuff coming from you.
2021 is definitely going to be just a year where I'm putting out a lot of content. I haven't put out music since I think a year ago. Yeah, like I think my last release was like March last year. So I've just been obviously locked in, just rebalancing myself first and foremost. For me, I feel like it's important to work on me as a person as opposed to just trying to rush to the studio and trying to bang out songs when me as a person are not feeling like I'm where I should be before I even try and make music. So I've been working on myself and also just balancing everything that I can, and then taking that energy, that renewed energy, and pouring it into the music. So you can expect a project from me this year, definitely. It's almost done. I feel like it's done, but I think once I'll put it out, then I'll know that it's done. So that's the stage that we at right now. And yeah, I'm just keen to put some music out and let people know where my head is at the moment. Yeah, but this is not about me, funny enough. This is about you. So when can we expect Metamorphosis? I like the way you actually spell that metamorphosis, actually.
Yeah. So another thing is that the reason why I spell it that way is it's also a message to me, right? To matter more for myself. So it's like, and even in the sounds too, you can feel like the process of metamorphosis, because, you know, New Day is totally different from the first song on the album. So there's that constant idea of change in the messages, and also through other things such as the videos and the lyrics and so on and so forth. But we can expect Metamorphosis sometime around April, because after New Day, there's a follow-up track around March thereabout, and then the whole project is going to drop in April, and hopefully like people are going to definitely be on the lookout for it. I'm very excited. I worked with Murphy Cubic on that project, and you know, he's such a dynamic producer, super talented, and very versatile. He definitely was that person, was able to understand my sound. It resonated with him, and then was able to balance that with even his production. He's so
Is it all R&B?
No, it's not all R&B. So like some songs are like funk, like some funk songs, like synth songs, depending again on what message I'm passing on that song. And then we have some songs that are like reggae, but the reggae has R&B in it, so it's like alternative sounds really, because I can't really bucket the sound into any specific tree. So yeah, that's that. Again, speaking to the sense of changing, like I think on the album we get to change the norm of what music ought to sound like and experiment with a lot of different things. Yeah,
That's solid. I'm very keen to hear that. And I'm sure people are also looking forward to it. I think people will definitely get behind you and support you once you put it out. I think the world is hungry for like new and fresh talent. So it's a beautiful thing that you trust in yourself and you're about to actually put a body of work out there. I think that's really dope. And I wish you all the luck in the world, sis. I mean, you know what you're doing the music for, and I hope that it shows you love in return.
Thank you. And also it's like it's as a result of, you know, encouragement, like from people around us, and even you taking the chance to say, hey, okay, I'm gonna hop on this record. It actually meant the world to me. And when you sent your verse, I literally went crazy. I was like, what is going on? I didn't have anyone around me to celebrate, but I really loved the fact that you did not take it as a simple record that you're just going to write. You took so much thought and you put it towards that. And to me, it really showed the importance that you granted the record. And when we get validation from people like you, and, you know, it's sort of like a push to other people that are trying to put out music. So it's in the things that you do that you may not know, pushing that other person to break boundaries and you know, pursue their dreams. So I'd like to thank you again for that. And also I hope that you continue granting that platform to other young artists who look up to you and are looking to get advice from you.
I appreciate that, Joy. Can I just add something? You don't need validation from a KiD or a whoever. You are validated by God. As soon as the moment you trust yourself, the moment you trust yourself, I think that's all the validation you need. I think everything else should just be a cherry on top. Yeah. Because it really starts with your belief in yourself. Because tomorrow you turn the corner and you meet an artist that is that you regard, and maybe they are not necessarily forthcoming with a message that you would want to hear. Maybe they're not giving you the praise that you want, and then that might lead you to drop your head. So I just wanted to remind you. I just want to remind you that you don't need the validation. You are validated by God as long as you believe in yourself.
Thank you so much. That's
when are we dropping the song though? I know everyone who's here is just listening to us ramble, but all they want to know is, when is the song coming out, and when is the video? They want to see it. I want to see it, and I want to jam it. I hate that it's so late, but I think it's gonna have to be like a Friday turn up.
Yeah, guys.
Okay, song, you know what I mean?
We are dropping the song today in the next 11 minutes. So how you can access it is go to my profile. Like there's a link in my bio, like it's like a smart URL link, and then click on it and then go to like the YouTube section. So the song is launching on my YouTube channel in the next like 10 minutes. So after this, make sure you run there and then just, you know, like watch the song as it premieres. Like I love watching premieres. So yeah, I hope that it makes your day. Please comment, subscribe to my channel, and also like let us know, like share the song with people. Like it is our hope that the song gets to like, you know, our message gets to resonate with you. Like you heard KiD and what he thinks a new day is for him and how I interpret the song. So we hope that you're also going to tell us your interpretations of the song, and feel free to like type it and let us know any thoughts and so on.
Sounds great. I'm directing all the traffic to your profile. The link is on your bio, you said.
Yes, it's on my bio. Like if you click on it, definitely you will definitely see the link, and then you'll get to see like the different pages. I have my Spotify page on there, my Apple Music page, and yeah, this song is actually going to be available on all streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, Deezer, depending on what you're using. So yeah, we have options for you guys.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Can't wait.
major shout out to Berita. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, we're
Shout
just
out to
talking
me.
about we're just talking about where to get the song. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave like some minutes. Like we're just gonna hang up right now and then just give people time to actually go and search for the link to my YouTube channel and premiere the song. Right.
Not a problem.
All
Not a
right.
problem, sis. Shout out to
Thank you
everyone
so
who
much.
joined the chat, actually. I see a lot of people out there. I see Roy, I see Spaga out there, I see Loki out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that are showing us love, are showing you love. So that's a
Uh-huh.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's spread the word, Bafetu. The song is dropping in the next less than 10 minutes. Uh, Play it loud, share it with your friends. It's a dope message. I think love is the only thing that can save the world from what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this song speaks about exactly that. So shout out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joy. I appreciate you inviting me to this platform so we can talk to people and let them know what's up.
All right. Thank you for coming, for taking the time. And thank you everyone for taking the time to actually come and hear us. I think I'm just going to end the live now just to give you enough time to check out the different links. Goodbye, everybody.
Shout out. All right.
New voices
All right.
amplified.